winning. And ladies and gentlemen, I will show you a leader at work. Okay, you look at any organization, you look at anything that's thriving, anything that's winning, you're going to see some good leaders at work. And so he made me sound super good. Man, that introduction was so good. You got me excited to see what I'm about to say. But I definitely got to give it back to you, man, because I've seen your journey. I've seen your persistence. I've seen your hunger. I've seen your tenacity. You know, everybody, bro, no matter whether they're in BPO, no matter whether they're in Life by Design, it doesn't matter. Man, you're an incredible leader, and I want to make sure that every single person on this call is aware of that. I want to make sure every single person on this call knows that you took the initiative, right, to actually set some time aside to create these flyers, to create the schedule, to bring all the incredible leaders together, right, and make sure that the squad had value. You did not have to do that. You could have said, yo, I'm going to just do this for my organization. You could have said, yo, I'm going to just do this for my team. But you said, no, let me elevate the collective. Let me elevate the entire organization. So that being said, man, we appreciate you and thank you so much. Now, my job is simple. Those of you guys that know my style, some of you guys could probably type it in the chat box. Okay, those of you guys that know my style, man, some of y'all probably know it's to be effective, not eternal. And my goal is not to be before you long on today. My goal is not to talk and talk and talk. And those of you guys that do know me, I don't like to talk about nothing. Everything that I'm going to share with you today, I actually feel honored to have been given the topic, the power of consistency and intent. Okay, so every single one of you, I want you, if you're ready to receive this information, just go ahead and type a 777 in the chat box. Okay, if you're ready, type a 777 in the chat box. I want you guys to understand something. There are several skill sets of which you need to build this business on a successful level. There are several different skill sets that will allow you to have massive success in this business. But one of the biggest things I can tell you that's more important than anything, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be your ability to be consistent. Can I tell you that even without half of the skill sets, if you were just consistent, if you just had the intent, ladies and gentlemen, you could kill it in this business. So I'm going to give one last reminder because this call is not going to be long. Anybody that look, everybody on this call, go to the participant section. I want you to look at who's on this call. I want to give you just 30 seconds just to look and say, you know, that person who said they were going chairman this year, are they on the call? Look for the person that said they were going chairwoman this year. Are they on the call? The person that said they was going to be there with you until the very end, are they on the call? Okay, the person that just joined last week, and you know that they're going to need to understand the power of consistency. I want you to take this moment, okay? And I believe every single one of us, if we take this seriously, we've got 80, we've got 90 plus with the numbers consistently climbing. I believe if we work together, we can make these numbers jump, okay? I promise you this, I'm not on here today to be hearing myself talk. I already know this information. I'm not on this call just to be talking to sound good. Okay, I'm on this call, ladies and gentlemen, because I know that every single one of you needs this information. It doesn't matter what level that you're on. Guys, you know what's funny? I achieved high levels in this business without being consistent. And I'll get into that a little bit later. But trust me when I say this, the person that you will become, the business that you will build, the success that you will have, if you just understand the power of consistency and intent, ladies and gentlemen, you can be world-class in this business. That being said, one more time, if you're ready, type a 777 in the chat box. One more time, if you're ready to get this thing going, type a 777 in the chat box. Get your pens and notepads ready. Get ready to take those notes. We are scientifically proven to forget the vast majority of what we hear if we do not write it down. That being said, let's begin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss the message today. I don't want you to be confused, and definitely don't miss the message or mistake the message for the messenger. I'm just here to relay some information to you that has absolutely helped me in my life. And as I share this information with you, I share it with you to help you. I share it with you to give you what it is for me. And I think the first thing we need to start with, before we get into the power of consistency and the power of intent, I want you to just type self-image in the chat box, okay? I want every single one of you, about 100 plus, okay, to just type self-image in the chat box. Guys, when I look at my life, when I look at the way that I operate, when I look at what it is that I do, it all stems from how I see myself. People ask me questions all the time about things that I do, how I do them. And, the thing I want to tell you is that if you want to be consistent, okay, if you, right, want to actually leverage the power of intent, you must change the way that you see yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. How many guys ever maybe weren't the most consistent because you maybe started to doubt? Yes? You ever been there? Type of 777. How many guys were consistent and then maybe your belief dipped a little bit? And so you said, I don't know if I should be consistent. How many guys were working the business and you were excited? You came home from the event. You came home, you just got off the phone with your mentor and you're excited and you're ready to be consistent. And next thing you know, you have a bad day. Something happens in your personal life. Something happens in your family life. Something happens that knocks you off course. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I like to tell people doubt is one of the best salesmen of all time. It's at your doorstep every single day, selling you why you're not good enough, selling you why you can't do it, selling you why it's not possible for you, but it's possible for them. Doubt is at your doorstep every single day, trying to make you believe that you're not good enough. And so, ladies and gentlemen, just please allow me today to be able to give you some word. Yes, I said word, that I want you to just kind of shift the way that you see yourself. You see, if I was to read this off to you, Galatians 4:7, it says, so you are no longer a slave, but God's child. And since you are his child, God has also made you an heir. Guys, I speak that to you today so that you can see yourself as more, as a conqueror, as good enough. Somebody say, I am good enough in the chat box. Somebody say, I am royalty in the chat box. Somebody said, I am great in the chat box. Somebody say, I am a winner in the chat box. Guys, I think people, they see this type of stuff and, believe me, if this call motivates you, that's amazing. But see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming to give you a message that I tell you has changed the way that I live my life, not the way that I do this business, the way that I live my life. If you're a child of the Most High God, well, should you not live like it? Right? If you're the son or daughter of the king, are you not royalty, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. And I want you to begin and see, listen, this is actually very deep because I know what it like how many guys ever struggle with your self-image? Yes. Be honest. Type of 777. You ever struggle with your self-image? Please, this is a call. Be honest today. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, me, at times have struggled with my self-image. And let me tell you, it's something that you got to work on every single day. Every single day you must immerse yourself. Every single day you must tell yourself the right words. Every single day you have to tell yourself, I am good enough. And see, ladies and gentlemen, faith comes by hearing, not what you heard. So you have to hear it again and again and again and again. And see, somebody thinks that I'm talking about something that I'm not on this call. Somebody thinks that this is off topic. No, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly on topic. This is exactly what it is that did it for me. I said, wait a minute, hold on. If I'm a winner, wait a minute. If I was, called to be great, wait a minute. If I was given dominion on this earth, well, why should I not live like it? But see, if you see yourself as a loser, if you see yourself as less than, if you see yourself as not good enough, can I tell you that you're going to act in accordance to that? Can I tell you that if you don't believe that it can happen for you, that you're going to act in accordance to that, you will not be consistent, right? Because you don't believe that you actually deserve success. Guys, how many guys ever dealt with the fear of life, the fear of failure, the fear of success? Type of 777. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I think a lot of times, a lot of us pretend that we don't have fears, and I don't believe that's realistic. I believe every single one of us, deals with fear in some way, shape, or form. Some of us fear, not ever winning in life. Some of us fear this business not working for us. Some of us fear being a failure, right? Some of us fear, oh my goodness, wait a minute, what if it works? What if I had the responsibility of 500 people looking at me every single day? Oh my goodness, what if, I get to that place and I don't know how to wear those different hats? What if I don't know how to fill those shoes? But see, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I started with self-image. Okay. Not only are you a child of God, but ladies and gentlemen, you're strong. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And the reason why I speak this to you is because it says all things, not small things. And I believe that sometimes we think that, it can only work for something small. I think sometimes we only believe that, it can only work for something that's not going to change our life. But see, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to believe that according to your faith, it'll be done unto you. So maybe the reason it's not happening for you is because you need to build your faith, right? Faith is a muscle. It grows by reason of use. Are you using your faith? And guys, again, I started here on purpose. Don't get me wrong. Please, somebody still, why is he talking about this? Why he bring this? Ladies and gentlemen, get the principle, right? Get the principle. I'm on purpose today, right? I want you to know that, yes, you are a child of God, right? You are strong. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you are like, is this really how yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is what allows me to have the audacity to believe that I can be the leader that impacts 15,000 people, let alone 500. Right? See, you've got to be able to, have some level of conviction, some level of belief, right, in yourself. Okay? But not because of you, but because of who's within you. Okay? I'll go even further to say that you were fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalms 139:13-15 says, for you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of earth. Ladies and gentlemen, if you really believe this about yourself, you're going to start to move different every single day. I promise you, when you truly begin to believe this, you will move around different. You will walk around different. You will walk with your head held high. You will know that the adversities of life are nothing but an obstacle, right? So I need you to shift the way that you see yourself. You got me? Somebody type I get it in the chat box. Somebody type I get it in the chat box. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss the message. Don't miss the message, right? I need you to change the way that you see yourself. And I get passionate about this, man. I do. I really, really do. Because the enemy will say, okay, he doesn't want your body. He doesn't want your home. He doesn't want your car. Can I tell you that he wants your mind? Because if he can get your mind, you'll destroy your car. You'll destroy your life. You'll destroy your house. You'll destroy everything if he can get your mind. So what I'm trying to see, listen, I want you to understand that, if he can make you believe that you're not good enough, do you understand that he knows he can stop the impact on thousands of people's lives, millions of people's lives? See, some of you are going through stuff right now in life. You're going through stuff in this business, and you believe that the battle is of flesh and blood. It's a spiritual battle. You're looking around like, oh, well, look at the way he's treating me. Look at the way she's treating me. Oh, look at how my boss is acting at work, right? Look at how people are doing me. And it has nothing to do with that. I need you to understand that opposition is the sign that you are in position. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. So if you're going through something, then rest assured, guess what? Something's trying to stop you from what's on the other side. On the other side of that, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side of that struggle, on the other side of that fear, on the other side of that adversity is something big. Does anybody believe that today? I wish somebody would just get excited in the chat box. Okay, I wish somebody would just begin to look at life a little different. I wish somebody would just kind of look at what they're going through and say, you know what? I get it. I understand. And I accept my assignment. I get it. I understand. And I accept my assignment. Okay. Let's move forward. Standards. Ladies and gentlemen, my mentor, he told me this a while ago, and he says, listen, you need to change your standards. I didn't know what he meant at the time. It just sounded basic. It sounded simple. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that your standards are dictating your life right now. How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? Okay. How do you see yourself? Right? This is why I started with self-image. Because see, can I tell you that you can go out there and you can try to learn all the skill sets, and you can learn the scripts, and you can take all these different angles to success, but I don't care who you're talking about. Any leader on the call, we got incredible leaders on the call. Too many to name drop, but I see y'all. I see you guys. Can I tell you that they see themselves as winners? That's the reason why they wake up every day and win. That's the reason why they wake up every day and show up. That's the reason why they wake up every day and make it happen. That's the reason they wake up every day and don't miss a call. That's the reason why they show the plan each and every single day. That's the reason why they provide for their family. That's the reason why they won't fold, bend, or break, because that's the way they see themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a loser. I don't see myself as a loser, and you shouldn't either. What's your standards? What's the minimum you're willing to accept for your life? Can I tell y'all that you don't rise to the level of your goals, but you fall to the level of your systems, your standards? Okay. I want you to realize something right now. Your daily routine will take you straight to your dream. Right. And see, listen, I'm going to get into this a little bit later in the call, but I want you to understand that if you was to break down every single successful person, if you was to look at the leaders on this call, if you was just to examine them and they was to allow you to be able to follow them around for a couple of days, you would begin to find some routines. You would begin to find some habits. You would begin to find that they're just a little bit different. They've got the slight edge. It's what they do every single day. If they was to allow you to just come into my world, you would see, wow, he really does that every day. Wow, she really does that every single day. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to change your standards. I need you to change what it is that you're willing to accept. You see, I've already come to the realization my time is limited on this earth. I only have so much time. One day we're all going to run out of time. So if you realize that, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. What do you want to live? What type of life do you want to live in this lifetime? How do you want to be remembered? What kind of impact do you want to make? What's the least you're willing to accept? Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to come to terms with that. Okay. I need you to spend some time, and I need you to just, maybe today, just take today and say, you know what? What am I willing to accept from my life? Who is it that I have been called to be in this life? And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to align your steps. I want you to align your lifestyle. I want you to align the way that you move with that vision for your life. Okay. So watch this. Those of you that, have the audacity to say, hey, it's my season, it's my time. Let me ask you something. What do your routines look like? Do your routines line up with what it is that you said that you wanted? Do your systems line up with what it is that you said that you wanted? You said you wanted this by the end of the month. You said you wanted that by Palm Beach. You said you wanted that by December 31st of 2022. But what do your systems look like? What do your routines look like? What do your habits look like? I tell you what, I'm on my way to a coffee shop right after this call. I'm on my way to a coffee shop for not one meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, your standards, you must change your standards. Look, watch this, okay? What do we see? Millionaire, right? It's on the wall. Every single day, what do I see? Millionaire. That's the standard, ladies and gentlemen. That's my personal standard. Does it have to be your standard? No, it does not. That's my standard, though. Nothing less. Okay? So you got to come up with a standard for you. You got to figure out what's the least you're willing to accept. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and break it down further. How you do anything is how you do everything. So when you talk about consistency, when you talk about intent, How you do anything is how you do everything. If you are inconsistent in one area, it is likely you will be inconsistent in others. You cannot have success without consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, you need consistency to win. Can I tell you that if you don't plan on being consistent, you shouldn't even, I mean, look, it's not really worth it. Can I say that? Right? Like you look, if you're not going to be consistent, you may as well not even do it. Because if it does work, it's not going to work for long. Okay. Can I tell you something deeper? You don't even want success that didn't come from your consistency. You don't want that. Trust me. You do not want success that did not come as a result of your consistency. Because if it did not come as a result of your consistency, you will not consistently keep it. Okay. So watch this. You want to remain consistent in all that you do. Now, see, watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you guys look and you say, somehow you're translating this message into, oh, well, does that mean all I can ever do is, one thing? I've had people literally listen to calls like this and they say, oh, it sounds like you're saying I got to give up the rest of my life. I got to give up everything. No, ladies and gentlemen, you scale up, but you can't scale nothing. You can't scale zero. You can't scale zip, right? You got to start from somewhere. Okay, so watch this, right? There was a trainer, okay, and there was a person who was going to that trainer, right? And what the trainer told the new trainee in the gym is he says, hey man, listen, right? For the first 30 days, right? He says for the first 30 days, you're over 300 pounds, whatever, right? You're out of shape for your size. I don't even want you to work out in the gym. He says, I just want you to show up. I just want you to check in. Okay. And the reason why he did that, ladies and gentlemen, is because you have to start from somewhere. I'm not telling you to do that. If you go to the gym, work out. Okay. But get the point. Some of you are intimidated with the task of having to do something every single day. I need you to understand that if you can just show up every single day, you can build off that. You can build from that, guys. You can build off that. Some of us, we have, no self-respect to the point where we won't do anything on certain days. If you can just build the habit, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and I feel you, bro. I feel you in the chat. He said it can be intimidating. I'm glad somebody said it. Somebody's telling the truth. And you know what's funny, bro? Everybody on this call has felt that way at some point or another. The task is such a tall order. It's, oh my goodness. But see, watch this. Can I tell you that you've been assigned this mountain to show somebody else that it can be moved? Okay. Can I tell you that if you can just put one foot in front of the other, I didn't say take 10 steps every day. I said, put one foot in front of the other. And if you can just put one foot in front of the other, wait a minute, I'm stepping. Wait a minute. Hold on now, I'm walking. Wait a minute, hold on now, I'm jogging. Wait a minute, I'm sprinting. I've got this area in check. I've got that area in check. I've got this area in check. I'm showing up again. I'm showing up again. Wait a minute, I'm doing it. Wait a minute, I'm a leader. Wait a minute, I'm dependable. People can count on me to show up. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, rhythm equals success. If you look, just look. Every single person on this call, ask yourself, what's my rhythm? Do I even have rhythm? If you don't have rhythm, you don't have success. If you don't have rhythm, you don't have success. You may have had accidental success, but you must have rhythm, folks. You must have rhythm in your life. You must have rhythm. You have to have rhythm. I promise you. Go and ask your leader. Say, hey, man, listen, you got rhythm every single day. You be doing the same stuff. And he or she'll tell you, yeah, I do about the same thing every single day. Okay. Success principles are easy to find. They're just hard to follow. You've probably heard that's why I'm not really telling you, oh, wake up in the morning and, meditate and, I'm not telling you to do all that stuff. You can find those success principles quite easy. But will you follow them? Okay, let's move forward. Oh, I love this. I love this. Yes. When you're consistent, ladies and gentlemen, you send a clear message. When you're consistent, you send a clear message. And I was telling my leaders this for some time. I said, we're about to make it obvious. I said, we're about to make it obvious. We're about to make it undeniable. We're about to make it very clear what it is, the season that we're in, what time it is, right? And I want you to understand that when you're consistent, ladies and gentlemen, you send a clear message to others that you're qualified to lead them. You send a clear message to others that I'm unwilling to give up. You send a clear message to others, I am the one. You send a message to others, yes, it's that season. You send a message to the people watching your social media, to the people that's waiting on you to fail. Okay, you waiting on your breath, or you holding your breath, waiting on me to fail. You're gonna have to suffocate. It ain't no other way, right? Right. So you send a message and you let people know, look, I'm not budging, I'm not bending, I'm not breaking. You send a message, ladies and gentlemen. People follow strength and not weakness. You don't think when you disappear for a month, you don't think people notice that? When you disappear for 2 weeks, you don't think people notice that? Look, I'm be real. You want to recruit somebody like me? You want to recruit people like the leaders of Life by Design? Nah, man. I yo, like you want to attract the leader? You have to be the kind of leader that they want to follow. So don't get me wrong. I'll be the first to tell you, Malachi J. Turner was inconsistent. Yes, I was. I really was, man. I was. I was here one day and I was gone tomorrow. I just outgrew that. I don't have no more time for that. If we're not gonna play big, look, I'd rather not play at all. Let's just not even play. If we're not gonna play the game the right way, let's just not even play. Right? I outgrew that. But listen, yes, I was inconsistent. Right? I did, go MIA. I did, just kind of disappear for a little bit of time. And it took me a little, I just, had to just, take some time to myself. Right? Don't call me, don't text me. I'm just doing me. I did that. Yes, I did. It doesn't work in this business. It does not. You have to hit that thing. Then you got to hit that thing. Oh, then you got to hit it again. Then you got to hit it some more. And then you got to hit it and 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 apply so much pressure, so much thrust that you get this thing off the ground. Eric Worre talks about it. My leaders know. Am I telling the truth? Leaders, let me know. Leaders, let me know. I say, hey, top of 777 in the chat. Am I telling the truth? Yo, you got to hit that thing. And you have to do it in a short burst. You must apply pressure in a very condensed period of time. If you don't do that, this business is very, very impossible. If you don't literally hit it in a very condensed period of time, okay? You also send a message to your coach that you're ready, right? You send a message to your coach when you're consistent. You say, I am ready. Plant here, keep planting seeds here because this is fertile soil. Plant here. You send a message to your coach, spend your time with me, pour into me, have conversations with me, send me personal development. Allow me to be in proximity. Teach me what it is that you know. You send a message to your coach when you're consistent, right? Ladies and gentlemen, you send a message. Ooh, this is the best one. You send a message to yourself that I am the one. Do you know that you need to see you do certain stuff? Do you know that? You have to see you doing certain, like, watch this. Can I tell you that some of us have broken the relationship down with ourselves so bad that now when we say I'm about to do this, we don't even believe ourselves because you've been so inconsistent. Can I tell you that we've broken down a relationship with ourselves that now our words don't hold as much weight? When we speak, we don't even believe what we're saying. Right? So now when you jump up and down and you say, oh, let's go, I'm about to go on a 90-day blitz, let's run. You don't even believe yourself because you weren't consistent the last time. I didn't say be perfect, guys. I'm not perfect. I don't come before you today saying, oh, look at him, he's perfect. No, I'm not. I make mistakes every single day. I make mistakes every single day. But you know what? I'm unwilling to quit, and I'm gonna forgive myself every time I fall, and I'm gonna pick my feet up, and I'm gonna go again, and I'm gonna go again, and I'm gonna go again. Okay. Let me ask you something. When you mess up, ladies and gentlemen, what's your response? Do you become inconsistent because you messed up? Do you turtle, ladies and gentlemen? Do you turtle? You know what a turtle goes inside its shell, and nobody can like. What's your response, ladies and gentlemen? I used to do that. I used to turtle too. I used to, retreat as well. Let me just retreat. Let me retreat because I didn't do this perfectly, because I haven't done this the right way. Let me just go ahead and turtle. Let me retreat. Let me just go back to the drawing board. And let me pick up on the 1st of next month. Literally used to do that. Let me pick up on the 15th. That's a nice day. It's right in the middle of the month. I go 90 days on the 15th, and that's perfect. I used to do this mess, right? But see, ladies and gentlemen, the better way to respond is, listen, I wasn't born to be perfect. I was born to be myself. Let me pick my feet up and let me go again. Let's move forward. The compound effect. And I believe this is the last piece before I let y'all go. Consistency in business is like compound interest in investing. Consistency in business is like compound interest in investing. Ooh, this is good. If you understood this, ladies and gentlemen, you would never stop. You would never stop, dude. You would never, ever stop. When you keep going and going and going, do you know that you're building credibility? Do you know that? People are watching you. When you do it 1 week and, she just excited. You do it 2 weeks, okay, she, might be doing something. You do it 3 weeks, oh my God, the rank flyer drop, the banner drop, the first withdrawal. Oh my, okay, she might be doing something. They be just making stuff up. 4 weeks in the game. Wait a minute, she's still doing that thing. She must just be really stubborn. 2 months, 90 days, 3 rank advancements, several withdrawals. Wow, maybe she is doing something. Let me find out what that's about. Okay. Consistency in business is like compound interest in investing. Ladies and gentlemen, freedom is nothing without discipline. Some of us want all the freedom in the world. We don't want to work a job. We want to be able to work our business every single day. We want to do this full time, but then we don't have any discipline. We don't want to show the plan. We don't want to get on go live. We don't want to mark up charts. But you want to be free? Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't discipline yourself, you're gonna work for somebody that did discipline themselves, and they gonna discipline you. Right? Okay. If you can't discipline yourself, you're gonna work for somebody that was able to discipline themselves. There's only 1 or 2 categories. Your boss is disciplined. Yeah, that's why they're the boss. Okay. That's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody said, I don't like the way he said that. Well, guess what? The truth will piss you off before it sets you free. Okay. The more consistent you are, ladies and gentlemen, the luckier you get. Let me tell you something before I go ahead and wrap this thing up. Can I tell you that the word luck, it stands for laboring under correct knowledge. When you work and you work and you work and you work, oh my goodness, look at that. The ones that's working so hard is getting the luckiest. Wow, that boy just keep on getting lucky. Wow, why do big leaders always want to join him? Wow, why does he have the favor from the coach and the mentor? Oh my goodness, how come everything in his life just keeps lining up? Wow, is he just special? I don't know why it just keeps always just happening to work out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's because you're working, you're consistent. How you think I'm going to be at Starbucks every day and not meet the next chairman? How you think I'm going to be with a team member every single day and somebody not be the next chairman? How you think I'm going to be on every single call? How you think I'm going to be on every single go live? How you think I'm going to keep showing up and I'm not going to have a big break? Stop it. Stop it. The more consistent you are, the luckier you get. Can I tell you that you not showing up every single day, man, that's why you ain't getting lucky. You ain't gave yourself no shot. How's it supposed to happen for you? It can't happen for you because you didn't even show up. The day you missed, the day you didn't show up, that was it for you. That was the call for you. That was the man. Your next chairwoman was sitting at the Starbucks, sitting at the coffee shop, waiting just to hear about an opportunity, but you didn't show up. The more consistent you are, the luckier you get. But some of us be so missing in action, can't nothing happen to us. How is God supposed to bless you? How's he supposed to get it into your life when you ain't even receptive? You're not there. You're not there. It's like your blessing is just waiting on you in the field. Your blessing is just waiting on you on the call. Your blessing, and I'm not talking about physical, I'm talking about spiritual. I'm not talking about physical. Some of you guys say, is it, what do you keep talking about? It's not physical, it's spiritual. You're not even emotionally and spiritually available to receive what God is trying to give to you. But you just literally got your mind on do not disturb. You got your spirit on, some of us put our spirit on D&D. And that's why can't nothing connect with you. Because you're not waking up every day on the right frequency. That's right, it's metaphysical. And guess what? If you was right there, some of us been right in front of what it is that God was trying to give to us. Some of us been right in the proximity of our blessing, but it missed you because you weren't tuned in and dialed into the right frequency. So I'm not just talking about consistently working. I'm talking about consistently being in the proper and correct frequency. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, commitment to continuity produces emotional stability. I'm gonna say it again slow. Commitment to continuity produces emotional stability. The reason why you're so hot and cold, the reason why you're so up and down, the reason why you're so, here and there, you're just on a roller coaster, you're not consistent. That's why you feel, that's why you can't necessarily control the nerves. That's why you can't necessarily control, the doubt. That's why you can't necessarily control, right, just the lack of certainty. That's why you can't really control your conviction level. That's why you can't really control your belief levels. That's why you can't really control yourself. You're not consistent. But can I tell you that when you're consistent and when you keep showing up and you keep showing up and you do it scared, you do it afraid, you do it unsure, you do it broke, okay, you do it, seemingly unprepared. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You're going to produce an emotional stability about that thing that you just get in a flow, okay? You build a trust with yourself. You build a relationship with yourself. And you become emotionally stable. And now all of a sudden, the task that's ahead of you, you're okay with it. You've come to terms with it. You know that people are going to tell you no. You know that you're going to face rejection, deception. You know that you're going to face attrition. Okay. You know you're going to face apathy. You know the four mental enemies. You know the adversity. You know people are going to doubt you. You know people are going to talk about you, but you become emotionally stable. Ladies and gentlemen, if you received the message today, type of 777 in the chat box. Type of 777 in the chat box. My Instagram is literally at Malachi J. Turner. You should see it on the screen. I post about this information every single day. It's not for me. It's for y'all. It's for every single person out there that calls himself a dream chaser, for every single person that's walking in alignment with their purpose and their assignment on the life, who is a leader, right? Who wants to accomplish great things. Okay, so definitely shoot me a follow. If you got any sort of value, definitely let me know. Hopefully you did. But aside from that, man, let's be great. Let's be great. You got the whole day ahead of you. Don't be the person that gets off this call and does nothing. Okay. Don't be the person that gets off this call and does nothing. Make a decision to say, you know what, I will be consistent. Make a decision to say, you know what, I understand the power of intent. And for that reason, I'm going to show up each and every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded.